Hey, what's up everyone? How's it going? In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to run a successful video ad. For most people, this is what you guys been waiting for. So I'm just going to get right to it. When you add the caption, guys, you want to make sure that it's a very attention-grabbing caption. Okay. And also, if you look onto the picture, it shows money. Now, if this is your first video ad campaign, I wouldn't use a money thumbnail just because you're not going to get approved. And if you are already running ads, I still wouldn't use money thumbnail just because you haven't built that much of a relationship with Facebook. So I would change the thumbnail. So I'm going to use this thumbnail just because you can kind of see. You want to give people a curiosity, like what type of car this is. So in this case, I'm going to leave this image as my thumbnail. And there you have it. My video has been posted. Okay. So now my next step is I'm going to go to the business section. I'm going to go to audience insights. I'm going to choose everyone on Facebook, and I'm going to switch to account 3. Alright guys, so what I recommend you guys to do is you want to have the audience insights page open, and you also want to have, where you create your ad. So what I like to do here is that I like to see what type of interest I'm going to use for my campaign. Okay, so when you go onto this page, it's going to give you more of suggestions. And for example, if I was to click, I'm using Porsche because Javier is driving a Porsche. So my interest is going to be Porsche. Okay, and so what I'm doing here is I'm just testing to see what type of interest that I'm going to use when I create my ad. So when you come to this page, right, I have Porsche. So if I click suggestions, it's going to give me a bunch of different type of cars that I can use for my campaign. Now, for example, say if I didn't want to target Porsche, say I wanted to target Forbes. Okay, Forbes is a entrepreneur magazine. Okay, I can click suggestions, and it's gonna give me, see, magazine, entrepreneur magazine, Fortune magazine, Business Insiders. So this keyword right here, it's pretty much telling me, different suggestions that I can use. Okay, so if I want to target entrepreneur magazine, so we're all entrepreneurs here. So if I wanted to add Entrepreneur Magazine to my interest, I would click it. Okay. Now, again, guys, you want to target people that have like a business mindset. Okay. And so I can continue, adding more interest. Okay. So now my reach is 4 million. Okay. Now, for example, the reason why you see English US here is you can take off English, and for example, if you want to just target people that just speaks English, then you can put US English. Now it's just gonna target people that just speaks English. Okay. Now if you were to create like a Spanish video, then you can switch it up to Spanish. Now Facebook is going to target people that speak Spanish. Okay. Now, another thing you guys should know about detailed targeting is that you can also target people, okay, that are interested in online shopping. As you can see, it has over 800 million people. Okay. And not only that, but you can also target, people that are interested in Dolce Gabbana. Okay, you can target people that is interested in Forever 21. All right. Now, for example, if I was to use a video of a mom showing with her daughter, right? I would type in motherhood. Okay, as you can see, motherhood has over 4 million of a potential reach. Okay, now if I click suggestions, it's gonna break it down for me exactly new moms, parenting, family, okay? And not only that, guys, but you can also break it more down to demographics. You can target, education-wise, education levels, the schools. You can also target their financial, their income. Okay, you can, choose on the target of like what income or what financial status they're in. So, for example, if I want to target motherhood, okay, I'm going to target people that only have the income of 50,000 to 74,000. Okay, now what Facebook is telling me that if I have the interest of motherhood, right, and I'm going to use people that only have $50,000 to $74,000 in their bank account, my potential reach is going to be over 9 million people. Okay, now this is just an example. Now, if you don't want to use their financial income, you just eliminate them. Okay, and motherhood, it's a really good keyword. I've done it before. I got really good results. So I'm going to show you another thing. Interest. Now, this is very cool because you can target like entertainment depending on your video and what type of video you're running. You can go down for like music, and you can target like hip hop music, you know, um, rock music, things of that nature. If you're, games, a lot of people are into games. So you can target people that are into like online games. Another good target, if I was to take motherhood out, if I was to do online shopping, okay, look at the potential reach of people. How many people are interested on online shopping? And if I was to do suggestions, okay, I can break it down to like companies, Urban Outfitters, okay, again, Dolce Gabbana, and not only that, but look at this, active credit card users. Look at that. Now imagine targeting people that have used credit cards. Okay, look at that potential reach. Now, with online shopping and with behaviors of active credit cards, has a potential reach of 24 million people. Now, this can be a really good, interest. Okay, and so what I'm doing here, guys, I'm just basically showing you different keywords and how to really find the right audience. Now, you guys are asking, what is the right audience? Um, I can't say what is the right audience and what is not the right audience. It's all about testing and seeing what works, what doesn't work. And I've used online shopping before. I've done this uh, interest before, and I've gotten really good results. Okay, now I'm gonna give you guys another example. Now, if I was to use a young girl and she's showing a lot of the lifestyle, then I would target Starbucks. Now you're probably asking why Starbucks. Well, first of all, Starbucks is not cheap. Okay, it's like $5 for a latte, and if you think about, everyone loves Starbucks. I love Starbucks. I'm sure you guys love Starbucks too, right? So Starbucks is a really good interest that I would use because I know a lot of people like it. As you can see, over 50 million people are into Starbucks. Now, if I want to add more interest, not only Starbucks, I can do, let me see, I can do H&M. All right, if I want to break it down to clothing, let's see. Okay, I can target coffee lovers. Okay, now when you get more into detail on what type of interest, you can break it down. So you can target people that like coffee lovers. So people that really love coffee are going to be into your niche. But in this case, I'm not going to target coffee because it's irrelevant to my business. So I'm just going to take off Starbucks out. Okay. Now, if I wanted to leave it abroad. Now, there's some cases I don't put any type of interest. I just leave it abroad. This is where you have no interest, and what Facebook is going to do is they're just going to target whoever. They don't, there's no interest. They're just going to target whoever. Now, you guys, as entrepreneurs, you can target entrepreneurship. Okay, and then you can break down entrepreneurship. So you can do Tony. All right, so I can target Tony Robinson. Okay, now as you can see, Tony Robinson only has a potential of 8 million people. Okay, so in reality, that's a lot of people that are interested in Tony Robinson. You can also do other suggestions. You can do Gary V. You can do Robert Kiyosaki. You know, you can do Ty Lopez as well. Okay, and you can add all these people as interest, but you know, um, and this is if you're trying to break it down under entrepreneurship. Okay, so if you were to eliminate that, now let's say I wanted to target, mm, online shopping. Is do cosmetics. All right, now girls, if you guys are doing a girl video, who doesn't like cosmetics, right? So as you can see, how many people are interested in cosmetics? That's very a lot of people. Now you can always break down cosmetics. You know, you can get into beauty, you can do health and beauty, you can do beauty tips, personal care. Now, if I want to do beauty, right? Now I'm just breaking it down even more. So I have online shopping, okay? I have cosmetics. Now I'm breaking down to beauty, okay? And my potential reach is 19 million people. Now I can continue breaking it more down, but I think this is enough. I'm at 19 million people, and that's if I was using a girl video to advertise. But in this case, I'm not using a girl's video, so I'm just gonna eliminate these. Okay, and I'm just gonna do Porsche. Okay, and I'm gonna target English US. Okay, now I'm gonna choose this target because I've done this target before and I got really good results. Now, even though I only have 5 million uh people potential reach, and that's not including if I was to take off all the editing placements. So let's see how it looks if I was to take off all the editing placements out. Again, guys, you want to keep it at fees, okay? So as you can see, I'm at 960,000 people. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, is that a lot of people? Yes, that's a lot of people. Because all you need in reality for MCA is 50 signups and you make about almost 4 grand. Okay, so that's fairly good. I'm good with that. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to audience insights. Okay, so I found the niche I want. I found what type of languages that I'm going to use. Okay, I played with the different interests. Okay, I showed you guys exactly different ways to target and find targets. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create my campaign. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to type in Porsche. Okay, so as you can see that the women factor, they don't like Porsche or at the age of 18 to 24. And as you look on top, right, you see 25 till 54. These people are mostly into the interest of Porsche. Okay, so just because my video is a male video, I'm just gonna target male because I know for a fact that females are not gonna like. I mean, you are gonna get some people that are gonna like the video, but I rather just focus on men because I'm gonna get better results using a male video, with a male interest. Now you can leave them as both. It's however you see fit. But in this case, I'm just gonna focus on men. Now I'm just gonna again. I'm gonna go back. Okay, I did 18 to 30. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do between 18 to 34. Okay, so I got my interest, I got my age. Okay, and these are the people. I have a bigger my ad's gonna tell me that mostly people between 25 to 34 is gonna be more interested than the 18 to 24, but I'm just gonna leave it how it is, and I'm gonna reach between 1 million to 1.5 million people. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna create the ad. So for this ad, I'm gonna do video view. The reason why is because video view is gonna give you, it's gonna be cheaper than if you were to do engagement. So when you're doing videos, make sure you guys click video views. Okay. All right. So again, you want to name your AdSense. So I'm gonna do J for Javier, and I'm gonna type in Porsche. So I know that, you know, if this ad becomes very successful, I know exactly what type of, you know, audience I use between 18 to 34, J short for Javier, and Porsche. Okay, and the audience insights can already have all your placements set up for you. So in this case, for the languages, I'm going to do US, English, and I'm just going to focus people that mainly speak English in the US. And as you can see, as my potential reach, I'm at 6 mil. Okay, I'm going to take out the edit placements. I'm going to leave in all devices. All right, so after taking everything off, I'm at 1 mil. So if you look at this section right here, it's going to tell you exactly your estimated daily results. Okay, as you can see, it's going to reach between 3,700 to maybe 10,000. Hardly doubt that. As far as the video view, it's going to reach 1,300 to between 2,500. Okay, now this factor will be determined on how much money you spend. Now, for example, right now it's at $20. If I was to put $40, my estimated daily result reach is going to jump increase to 7,200 between 21,000, and then for the video view it's going to be up to 2,000 up to 4,000 of video view. Okay, and that's at the $40 range. Now if you guys were to put 80 per day. Now that's a huge jump. Okay, so your estimate reach is going to be 14,000, close to 40,000. Okay, now your video view is going to be 2,800 and 6,900. Okay, and this is 80 per day, and you're going to be spending approximately $560. Okay, now I do not recommend you guys to add $80. You know, I would recommend to add $80 to read all at once, because the first 3 days, right, your Facebook will eat up your ad, and you're going to be spending so much money on your ads. Okay, and you don't want to do that. So I would start off your ad at $20, or you can start your ad at $5 and let it run for the next, typically it takes, if you can run it at $5, typically it's going to optimize within 3 days. If you run it at $10, it's going to optimize it, a little bit faster than just 3 days. But usually give your videos time to optimize before killing it. So in this case, I'm going to do $20. Okay, I'm going to reach between 1,300 and 2,500, which is not bad. I'm going to be spending 140 per week. Okay, and you can always schedule, but like I said before, I'm just going to let it run continuously. Now, for the video view, okay, it says when you get charged. Impressions. Impressions mean is the moment they click your video, that's when they're gonna charge you. Okay, but you have more options. You could do 10 seconds video view, and when it's 10 seconds video view, right, the moment they click your video, if they were to watch it at 3 seconds, then they're not going to charge you. They have to watch within 10 seconds of the video before charging you. Okay, so make sure you guys change it to 10 seconds video view. All right, so now that I have my ad the way I want it, I'm going to go ahead and continue. Okay, and also, guys, I want to show you guys, or tell you guys, this amazing tip. If you were to create a video campaign of an advertising for Facebook, okay, for MCA, if you were to do it in the morning time, what's going to happen is, in the morning time, you have a real person checking your ad. And if you look at the time, it's around 12:32 a.m. Usually I do my ads around like 1 or even 2 a.m. The reason why is because in the nighttime, it's a computer checking your ad. So most likely you are able to get approved by the computer than a real person. Okay, so keep that in mind if you guys are gonna run MC ad campaigns, right? Showing like money video. You have to make sure that you run your ads late at night so it can get approved. Okay, now I'm gonna show you guys the difference. Hold on, let me change this real quick. Okay, so I changed my name. Now I'm gonna, all right, so right here it's gonna give you the exact it's gonna give you an option. Okay, now I can use an existing post, which I have. Okay, and it's gonna be the Javier Medina one. Okay, as you can see, it's right here. All right, now if I wanted to create a new ad, okay, what this means is I'm creating a new ad from scratch. Okay, and I would change the name. Okay, so it's going to give you two options. If you create a new ad from scratch, okay, it's going to ask you to upload a video. Now, if if I was to upload a video, oh, sorry. Okay, so for example, this video is not on my page. So if I was gonna upload this video, okay, so as you can see, it's giving you a lot of different images as the money thumbnail. Okay, now if I was to create a brand new ad, right? This is creating a new ad. Okay, you still have the same interest as before, but the only difference between creating a new ad and an existing ad is when you create a new ad, it's not going to show on your timeline. Okay, so this is how you create a dark post. Okay, and when you create a dark post, what that means is that if I was to go on my page, right? Oh, for example, if you were to go on my page, you won't be able to see my ad. Only the people that I target and compliment on it are able to see my ad. So like for example, if you don't want to show your videos because you're afraid that other MC reps might go in and steal your leads, then I will recommend you guys to do a dark post. But by doing a dark post is meaning that if if you want to show people that you're running successful ad campaigns, you know, and you want to show other people, then I would go for existent post. Okay, when you choose existing post, your post has already been on your timeline. So then, you know, people can see how many engagement they're using, how many engagement you have on that particular post. So that's the difference between creating a new ad and using an existing post. This is how to create a dark post. Only you can see, and only you're gonna get the notification, and also your admins. Okay, but anyone else that it's not being targeted by this ad, they're not going to be able to see it. Okay, so in this case, I'm not going to use a dark post. I'm going to use an existing post. I am going to make a video on how it looks like with using just a dark post, but for now, I'm just going to use an existing post. So I'm going to go back to my existing post. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going to again change my name. All right, and I got everything set up, and I'm just going to continue. And there you have it. My ad has been approved. You see, the reason why, if you look at the other videos, it was still, you know, fairly kind of like around 8, 9 o'clock. And so I guess around 10, 11, 12, like around 12 midnight to like 1 or 2, it's just the computer that's monetizing your ad. So as you can see, I got approved right away. I'm going to continue. And there you have it, guys. USM 1834J Porsche. And right here, sometimes it's going to say pending review, but in this case, I got approved right away. So my ad is active. All right. And there you go, guys. This is pretty much a little bit more into detail how to find the right targets and how to check if your ad went through successfully. All right, guys. Have a good night.